It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for Season 11 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new theory that's going around. This theory has to do with a possible quote-unquote power struggle in Season 11, which is the final season, and a possibility that we might see a civil war in the Walking Dead universe. Stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this theory down. Alright, as always, before we jump into this, if you're not a subscriber and enjoyed the content by the end, consider subscribing to join our community. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you do enjoy the content by the end, make sure to subscribe to help me get there. Also, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to share and smash the like button, and also press the bell to be notified when we upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. So, of course, the biggest theory that's going around when it comes to the final season of The Walking Dead, which is Season 11, is that we might see a sort of civil war between some of the characters that might be allies at the moment, or at least to a lesser extent, a sort of power struggle happening. Now, if they do end up going this direction, it could definitely be a remixed version of a storyline that they had in the comics that revolved around Dwight. Now, one thing I do want to make clear for comic readers who know what I'm talking about, this doesn't mean that I think someone's gonna get the Dwight scene or that storyline, because I do think they're gonna remix that heavily, because it just wouldn't work the same way since we don't have Rick Grimes in the story. Of course, they could bring Rick back in the final season, but knowing that the movies are still planned, things are not gonna necessarily work out properly if they do want to bring Rick back and have that storyline happen the same way. But like I said, I do think that we might see a sort of remixed version of that, where one of the characters may get that Dwight story, but it will go down slightly different. People may jump to conclusions and think that Negan is probably gonna get that, or they might feel like Negan is the best person to get the Dwight remixed story. Well, not exactly. I mean, obviously, they could definitely go a direction where Negan replaces Dwight's role in the comics at this stage, and of course Rick's role will be given to someone at the same level as him, either Carol, Daryl, or Maggie. And obviously, when it comes to a story revolving around Negan, Maggie might be the best person to go up against him. Like I said, just to emphasize, I don't think that they're gonna go a direction where Negan gets Dwight's story and Maggie gets Rick's story. I don't think that the story can go towards that direction in a organic way. So with all of that said, I do feel that there is a possibility that they might go a direction where we might see a sort of power struggle, meaning that even though we don't have a full-on civil war and we don't have characters choosing sides and fighting against each other, or even a scenario where one person murders the other, like we had with the Dwight situation, it might be that, but at a sort of smaller scale, meaning that we might see characters disagreeing and even choosing sides, but not in a way where one goes to war with the other side, but in a way where it's just a power struggle of who gets to rule or lead the community. Obviously, we know that we're gonna have the Commonwealth story coming up. For non-comic readers, Commonwealth is the biggest community that the survivors have ever come across, and of course the group that captured Eugene, Yumiko, Princess, and Ezekiel are from this community. They're led by a person named Pamela Milton, the bookkeeper for the community, Lance Hornsby, but he is in a way Pamela's right-hand man. And of course we have the lead commander for the Commonwealth military, Mercer, who wears a red uniform. Now going back to what I was saying, we might see a remixed story where Maggie doesn't agree with how Pamela runs things, but unlike the comics and how the story turned out in the comics, we might see a sort of situation where they push the people living there to choose who they want to go for, Maggie or Pamela, like an election. And obviously other characters, Negan, Mercer, and the others may have to choose sides in terms of who they agree with and who they want to go with. As many fans would say, the Commonwealth story was slightly underwhelming in the comics. So they could definitely draw some of those great elements from the comics when it comes to the Commonwealth storyline, but I feel like there's definitely room for improvement, and adding a kind of human touch, you could say, or a new world touch to it by having a sort of election or something similar could definitely help build the story in a great way, which they definitely didn't do in the comics. Now obviously when it comes to Negan, this is where Negan could actually show Maggie that he could be trusted. And the way that I'm thinking they could do it is they could have Negan finding out certain people at the Commonwealth sabotaging the election or trying to legitimately keeping Kamala as the leader, even though no one really wants her as leader, or something along those lines. And of course, if they do go that direction, then there's definitely room for them to do something with Mercer and Negan. I feel like something that they missed an opportunity on was to kind of show Mercer and Negan interacting and kind of working together. Something that I feel they should definitely focus on in the TV version. But that's pretty much everything that I wanted to go through in this video, but I am definitely interested to know everyone's thoughts and opinions. Do you think we're gonna see a sort of power struggle at the Commonwealth in season 11 of The Walking Dead? Or do you think that they're not gonna go that direction? And also, do you think if they do go that direction, they're gonna go to the extreme and have a full-on civil war happening? Or do you think that they're not gonna go there, but they are still gonna kind of play around with people having to choose sides? So share your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. If you did enjoy this, make sure to share and smash the like button, and also don't forget to press the bell to be notified when we upload. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to join the community. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers, so if you're not a subscriber and enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe to help me get there. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.